suspects bonding out of jail here for several years. I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer.
What's the deal, y'all? It's Pete Thuggin back at it again with another video, and I got some new content for y'all. But before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the like button on this video below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of the latest news and interesting topics on YouTube. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything being presented in the videos is meant to be enjoyed, and it's not meant to be taken as factual evidence or legal advice. In the early hours of July 11th, the usual vibrant streets of Miami Beach were rattled by the quiet but serious arrest of world-renowned boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis. A license plate reader flagged his vehicle near Lincoln Road, leading to a swift police stop. Officers, already aware of an active warrant tied to a previous incident in Doral, placed the undefeated lightweight champion in handcuffs. The arrest wasn't a misunderstanding. It stemmed from a deeply personal and troubling event that occurred just weeks earlier during a tense Father's Day custody exchange. On June 15th, Davis had reportedly gone to exchange custody of his children with his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his kids. What should have been a routine of emotionally charged moments between co-parents instead turned into an alleged assault. According to a police report, Davis struck the woman in the face and back of the head, causing visible injuries, including a cut to the inside of her lip. Her mother was present at the time, attempted to intervene as Davis reportedly grew more aggressive, even throwing a small box in frustration. The mother caught part of the incident on video, strengthening the case against him. By July, the Doral Police Department had issued a warrant for Davis' arrest based on the battery allegations. When Miami Beach police detained him, he was booked into the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. Court documents revealed that Davis refused to sign a Miranda waiver during his initial booking, an earlier indication that his legal team was prepped for a tough defense. A judge set his bail at $10,000, which Davis quickly posted, securing his release pending trial. This isn't Davis' first run-in with the law. His legal troubles date back several years and often revolve around violence or recklessness. In 2020, Davis was caught on video violently grabbing another woman, also believed to be the mother of one of his children, by the throat during a basketball game. In 2022, he was arrested in Florida on similar domestic violence charges, although the accuser later recanted their statements and the charges were dropped. Most notably, in 2021, Davis fled the scene of a hit-and-run crash in Baltimore that injured multiple people, including a pregnant woman. He eventually pled guilty and was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest and probation, but later served time for violating those conditions. Despite the growing list of legal issues, Davis' boxing career has remained largely untarnished, at least in terms of accolades. With a perfect record and a belt around his waist, Davis is one of the boxing's biggest pay-per-view draws. He's been hailed for his power, speed, and instinct inside the ring, but outside of it, his reputation is increasingly at odds with the discipline-focused image typically expected of champions. The time of the latest arrest couldn't be worse. Davis's last fight, a hotly contested draw against Lamont Roach Jr. in March, left fans divided. Some saw signs that Davis was slipping in performance, while others blamed distractions outside the ring. Now with the fresh battery charge looming and mounting public criticism, the possibility of suspension or legal limitation interfering with his training and future fights feels more real than ever. In the court of public opinion, Davis's past is starting to catch up with him. The new allegations reignite uncomfortable conversations about domestic violence in professional sports and whether enough is being done to hold athletes accountable. Fans who once defended Davis are now questioning his character, while advocacy groups have begun speaking out against the culture of silence that often surrounds stars, athletes in trouble. For Davis, the next few weeks are critical. His legal team will likely argue that the June incident has been blown out of proportion or that the allegations are part of a continuous custody battle. But the presence of video evidence, eyewitnesses, and a history of similar accusations makes it a steep uphill climb. Even if he beats the case legally, repairing his public image will take much longer and may never be fully possible. The boxing world, long divided on how to handle stars with troubled personal lives, now finds itself facing a dilemma. Should promoters continue to book Davis as a headliner? Will sponsors pull out, or will they wait for the dust to settle? These are questions without easy answers. For now, the spotlight on Gervonta Davis shines brighter than ever, but it's no longer for the knockouts he's delivering in the ring. As of today, Davis remains out on bond awaiting his next court appearance. The mother of his children has not publicly commented further, and police are still reviewing the video footage provided by her mother. What began as a domestic dispute behind closed doors has now become a national story, one that may define the next chapter of Tank Davis's career, for better or for worse. I personally don't know his situation, and I don't know what the situation is, but this is a situation where you look at it as it's time for him to just co-parent and stop focusing on other issues that he's having with this same girl. Because if I'm not mistaken, they said this isn't the first time he ran into problems with this specific baby mama or the mother of his child. He got to figure out a way to push back from all the other stuff and make it strictly parental. He need to make sure he's just staying focused, and if he needs to go to court and get the right custody for his children, maybe those are steps he needs to take. I know a lot of people say it's hard for men to get full custody of a child, and it's usually granted to the woman, but with his high quality status, he's a superstar. I'm sure it's gonna be not much easier, because at the same time, I know he probably has a lot of bookings, a lot of PR, a lot of all those things where he doesn't have enough time for his children to have them full custody, but he needs to find a way to be able to get more than supervised visits, or just trying to really figure out how he can navigate with the co-parenting thing. It's obviously something that he's been struggling with, not with just this baby mama, but with other baby mamas as well. And hopefully that he could, get past this and people don't just judge him based off his past, and he's able to change over time. I am not saying that he is right in this situation, but the decisions that he is making is going to be the fall of his career. So we just got to hope for the best and hope that he figures out after this that this isn't something that he wants on his name, and completely get in gear and completely put all his energy and anger into the boxing ring, because nobody wants to deal with someone that is violent and has very much a lot of previous violent history. Nobody's going to be able to support something like that without getting publicly shunned for it, because why would you support someone that's playing a big part in domestic violence? These are things that people advocate about and want to change situations all across the world. Anyways, y'all, that's just me updating y'all on Tank, and let's hope that he's able to fight Roach. But if not, hopefully they can find somebody to fight Roach that's visibly on the same level and has the same amount of popularity as him. Anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Leave y'all comments below what y'all think about Tank, and just know I'm gonna come with more videos and keep y'all updated on everything. But I'm out.